As I'm sure many of you already know, the Metropolitan line ends here in the northwest corner of the tube map where this train has just terminated at Amersham. The tube, the underground, goes no further. But many years ago, the Metropolitan line did used to go further.
There used to be several more stations on the Metropolitan line beyond Amersham, meaning there would have been a total of 18 stations on the underground network that were in Buckinghamshire. In 1891, Metropolitan services ran all the way past Aylesbury, through Quainton Road and up to Vernry Junction. And from 1899, the nearby Brill tramway, more of a light rail than a tram, was taken over by the Metropolitan and incorporated into their services. But in 1935 and 36, both these branches were closed and services were cut back to Aylesbury. And the Metropolitan line then just ran to Great Missenden, Wendover, Stoke Mandeville and terminated at Aylesbury. This lasted until 1961 when they were cut back again, and trains on the tube map only run as far as Amersham, as they do now. So today, at the kind invite of Graham, he's one of the volunteers here, myself and friend Luke have come to the Buckinghamshire Railway Centre. That's located at the old station at Quainton Road, where there is plenty to see, including old Met trains and memorabilia.
So we're going to take a tour around. Luke's here as well, taking photos. As you can hear, I should acknowledge, I've got a bit of a sore throat today, so if my voice sounds different, that's why. It just sounds a bit, yeah. We'll see how that goes.
And first up, immediately, is some old Metropolitan line stock.
You've brought me to a place
Yes.
with old tube trains.
Why wouldn't I?
Are we taking pictures of old tube trains today? Are we taking pictures of all the trains?
Well, there's trains. If you heard the little toots in the background, there's steam trains in this place as well. So, you know, why not?
But you've just literally read the sign.
Yes, this is an old rolling stock, 1930.
1937, I think.
Is it 37?
COCP. Okay. Are you adding these to your collection, like to go in your calendar or your book, or you after artistic shots, or you just
after artistic shots? You know, I always like to see some of these old vehicles. But yeah, I am collecting shots for the calendar, but not here. This is just to visit some of the old trains.
These old trains ran all over the Metropolitan line, including the East London line, which was once part of the Met. And the 6 lights at the front are marker lights, which were used to show a train's destination. Link in the description to tell you more about that.
I've just discovered a push button. You can change the aspect of the signal. If the signal's red, push the button, changes to green. If it's already green, pull the button, changes to red. They've got a brilliant, and I do mean brilliant, old class 115 DMU, diesel multiple unit. And the sign back there suggests that they spent most of their lives on the Marylebone to Aylesbury route. But I can remember one of my earliest railway memories, one of my train adventures out when I was a teenager, was riding one of these on the Gospel Oak to Barking line. So I'm thrilled that the blind at the front of this train does actually say Barking. So I'm wondering, maybe I've been on this train like 30 years ago, or however long it was, on the Gospel Oak to Barking line.
There's loads of trains to see all over the place. And up next, Luke stumbles upon some more old Metropolitan line carriages.
Is it a tube train that isn't a tube train? I'm confused. What is it?
It's a T-stock train, which I don't know anything about, actually. It says Metropolitan Railway T-stock, built in 1932 as part of a 6-car electric set for the Metropolitan Railway service from Baker Street.
Complete with no smoking roundels and everything.
Yeah. It
So
looks
another
fantastic.
old Metropolitan line train.
Yeah, which I've never seen this train before. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to sort of analysing it.
The Buckinghamshire Railway Centre is a working railway museum on a 25-acre site, with around 40 locomotives in total. The multiple tracks here are on the original alignment that the Met Line trains used to run up here through Quainton Road. There's often restoration work taking place on site and more trains to see all over the place. We'll go for a ride on that steam train in a moment, but now we're heading towards the museum.
We're doing a circuit around the site and there's a fence here and we can't get through. I want to get onto the platform where the trains are because it's clearly a bay platform, and this is where the Brill tramway, more of a light rail, came in, which the Metropolitan line took over. Trains used to come in here, and where the steam train is operating at the moment doing rides, that is where the Metropolitan line used to run up to Vernry Junction. But I think we've got to go down here through the museum and then loop back round, and then we get to the actual train part and the platform part, which I'm very excited by.
The museum is signage heaven, a huge collection that's been built up over the years, and wandering around amongst the trains, I make a discovery that I hadn't previously known about.
London Transport used to have a coal depot. Graham's saying it wasn't used just for trains, it was used for like domestic coal as well, but obviously Met Steamline trains had to have coal. you imagine the London Underground today having a coal depot for its trains running around the network? But the sign is gorgeous, and the detail that I love about this is that the diamonds aren't equidistant, they are placed exactly in between each letter. So where the N and the T and the O is wider than like the P there, it makes the distance between the diamonds spaced differently. Does that make sense? See what I mean? You see what I mean? Okay, it's a lovely bit of detail. I love signs like this.
And as I browse around the museum, it's time to hear from this video's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. As you may know, Surfshark have servers in over 100 countries around the world, with the main benefit being that you can switch your location on your phone, tablet, laptop or computer. This allows you to, for example, to get a better price when shopping for something online, as it can often be cheaper when bought from a different location. And another popular use is for streaming services, as you can watch different content depending on where you are in the world. So with Surfshark, you switch up your location and you can easily access different streaming content. Surfshark also encrypts your internet connection, which gives you an additional layer of protection online as it hides your digital identity, and unlike other VPNs, Surfshark can be used across multiple platforms on an unlimited number of devices from just one account. So if you want to secure your online privacy, then go to this link, that's surfshark.com/Geoff, where you'll get 4 months extra for free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. It's weird to think that if this section hadn't been cut from the Metropolitan Railway, it might still be on the tube map today. Graham finds and shows us an old map to remind us just how far the line used to run.
Okay, so this map really illustrates how Quainton was attached to the Metropolitan line. So here basically we've got it says map of extension lines into Metroland. So we've got it going right down into Baker Street and following all the way out. We've got Quainton Road, where we are here, out in rural Buckinghamshire, and the train's carried on to Vernry Junction. But also there's a little branch line which was part of the Metropolitan line for a few years, out to Brill. So they ran little shuttle service to Brill when needed as a passenger train as well.
The Brill tramway was a privately built line, originally used just for goods and freight, but the Met took it over, and the museum here has old locomotives from the line. They're old engines that were adapted from a road traction engine and have a train drive and flywheel.
Wait a second. Can you see what's up here behind me? 2 tube roundels for Wendover and Stoke Mandeville stations, which are now on Chiltern, would have been on the line after Amersham, but they look too modern. I've had a look, they're made of wood, not metal or enamel. I don't think they're originals from, many years ago. I think someone's subsequently made those to show what tube roundels for those stations would have looked like. But that's the first time I've ever seen Stoke Mandeville and Wendover with a tube roundel design, which is cool.
Jeff, look what I found. Look, this old map.
What you got?
Look, here's Baker Street and we're going down. Wembley Park, Neilston, Pinner. Oh, look at those pictures from the old Pinner station.
Don't get distracted.
I'm distracted.
Keep following the map.
I'll keep them going down. Amersham, Chesham, Wendover. Oh, fantastic. I love that roundel that we just saw.
Through Stoke Mandeville.
And then
to Aylesbury, yeah.
Look at that.
And then we came up to Quainton Road.
Which is over here.
And again you got the branch down to Brill.
To Brill. I haven't even heard of Wotton Station before.
And then the bit there up to Vernry Junction.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And look what we found here. A picture looking north at Winslow Road Station, and Winslow Station is now of course going to be the next new station that's going to open. I would expect that to be some point before the end of this year, before the end of 2025. That picture there of the original Winslow Road.
There's also this excellent bookshop with hundreds and hundreds of second-hand railway books where I spent a lot of time looking at. All rather good, but then I had to pull myself away and head for the platforms. Whilst we were inside, it started raining, which is why I've just got wet sitting on this bench, but there's a great Quainton Road sign on this bench here, and I'm on the platform, and the Brill tramway came in here on this slightly curved platform with the main line as it was up from Aylesbury heading to Vernry Junction on the platforms over there. It's great to be on the platform of where the Brill trains used to come in at. I've just realised that if it's raining, that means, or it was raining, that means there are puddles on the ground, so Luke is going to want to take a puddle photo.
I just came to ask you, can you do a puddle shot?
Of course.
And you're on it, right?
I found the puddle.
What's the shot?
is I want to get the steam train going with the steam up, with this building in the way, steam coming up. It has to be in this puddle, so time to get some wet trousers.
Are we good?
Yeah, but I think you need to move out the way
Oh,
now.
okay, alright.
Wow, dude. The platform by here at Quainton Road is an absolute charming delight with old lamps, timetables for the King's coronation, luggage trolleys, milk churns. They're milk churns, right? A poster to go rambling in Metroland. What's easily my favourite Metropolitan Railway connection map, which is just there. Fire buckets, a lamp room. Just it's all good. It's a perfect, lovely, charming station. Good work, Quainton Road.
I then found something that I didn't know was here and was therefore not expecting. Look, it's this, the old Royal Mail travelling post office train. It's an exhibit here. Taken out of service in the early 2000s, this used to travel up and down the main lines of Britain with staff on board actually sorting letters and parcels as the train travelled along, often through the night. And it's all lovingly on display here for you to see. Alright then, time for a steam train ride. And as we get on board, I do remind myself that up until the 1930s, this would have been a Metropolitan Railway service. And even up until the 1960s, underground trains ran as far as Aylesbury, way outside of London. There's a link in the description to a Tube Map archives page if you want to see old maps with Metropolitan line stations beyond Amersham.
So we're just going for a quick ride to end our day. My thanks to Graham and to everyone here at the Buckinghamshire Railway Centre. It's a fun place to come and learn the history of the railway line up here through Quainton, Brill, Vernry Junction, a little extension to the Metropolitan line which you may not have known about, and just a great place to hang out, see some trains and ride a steam train. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.